with the IRS now admitting to inappropriate criteria in how it singled out Tea Party organizations, and the Obama administration distancing itself from the growing scandal. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are asking for an investigation, and they're asking for answers.
This is a momentous day. 1 week ago today, we held the hearings in the House of Representatives on Benghazi. Questions were asked 1 week ago today. Were decisions made about rescuing Americans in Benghazi based upon political considerations? 1 week ago tomorrow, we found out devastating information again, that the IRS apparently used for political purposes information about people's beliefs, whether they were religious beliefs or political beliefs, potentially to deny people their tax status if they tended to have beliefs that were against this administration.
The truth will come out. It always does.
To take the abuse of a $3.8 trillion government, the power of that government, and to use it to stifle opposition is profoundly un-American. Someone needs to be held responsible, someone needs to be imprisoned, someone needs to be prosecuted. The resignation is a step in the right direction, but we need to find out who wrote this policy, who approved this policy, and they need to be held accountable.
In this respect, I agree wholeheartedly with what David Axelrod said yesterday. I don't think I've ever uttered those words before. He said that the federal government's simply too vast for the President of the United States to control, to manage, to supervise appropriately. And he's right. No one can manage something this big, and therein lies the problem. Our federal government, while created for purposes that James Madison described as few and defined, has become a government without limit, without end. No one can manage a $4 trillion annual government. No one certainly can manage a $5 trillion government. We don't want it to become that. We need to roll it back.
Congressman Chaffetz said he's not willing to take impeachment off the table. Do you agree with that?
Of course, that would be like taking it off the table would be like saying to our people around the globe that we'd never use nuclear.
Do you think that impeachment is a possibility?
At this point, I don't want to discuss going down that path. I think there are a number of things, many things we need to find out first. And we know how painful it was for a country to go through that in both under Nixon and under Bill Clinton. So I think maybe we'd ask Bill Clinton what he thinks of that.
What safeguards should be implemented?
Well, again, this is a step-by-step process. We begin with congressional investigations and we go from there. And we'll find out what sort of restraints that we need to place upon these agencies. Clearly, we need to know what the president knew, when he knew it, those in his administration, those within the White House, were the political directors within the White House having conversations with various agencies to advance the administration's political goals to secure the president's re-election.
What safeguards do you think should be implemented to prevent something like this from happening again?
Well, the best way to do it is shrink the size of government and make it one that's constrained by the Constitution.
Many members of Congress and Tea Party representatives believe that the government has grown too large and unmanageable, and this IRS scandal is a stark reminder of that. I'm Michelle Fields reporting from Capitol Hill for Next Generation TV.